We were 6 or 7, 8 years old at the most. And we were going to get electricity. They ran the line, put it up, and then it was forever getting the electricity there. But every day after school, we'd run to the light switch and flip it off and on. Daddy had the house wired up. And we actually wore that flipper out. Had to replace it before they ever turned this on.
Oh, you didn't even have...
Didn't even have a bulb. I didn't know what was what, so all of us would go, I'm going to get a flipper, and we'd flip that up with them like idiots. I mean, we didn't know what to expect.
Right.
I don't know if we had electricity at school or not. We had coal heaters, so I don't remember lamps, so we must have had a bulb hanging there, but we didn't have any control of that.
Okay.
And besides that, it was about 5 miles from where we lived down the road to the last electrical house.
Okay.
And from there up to us and on beyond up to Grandpa Smith, no electricity.
Wow.
We didn't even have, we had dirt roads, you know. Everything was in the beginning.
Right.
Very beginning. So, things have changed.
How about the joys of going to the outhouse in the middle of the winter?
Oh, that was not bad. It was the summertime. It was bad.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where the little snakes would be laying up there resting. Ooh, that makes you hurry.
So when you come out of that environment, you probably
I didn't know how to act.
right, but like you're a young man and you come out from living at Big Mama and Big Daddy's, everything maybe was like a step up in the world.
Mm.
All right, let me try and rephrase this.
Yeah.
It's like Big Daddy wasn't a poor man. He had 200 acres. You would think, okay, that's pretty wealthy, but you guys were pretty poor though, weren't you?
Well, as far as having cars and motorcycles and all that,
And shoes?
one pair a year.
Yeah.
You didn't wade through the water just because it rained and you want to get them wet. You kind of protected that pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, when those went, you were on the ground.
So when you left the farm and stepped into the world and started doing everything, was it just a step up or was it kind of a step down?
Oh, it was up, of course, but
So,
it
like-
was still, we had a good living. We worked hard, but we always had what the Jones had.
Like my generation, you guys did so good that everything we did coming out of the house was literally a step down. I mean, eventually you come back up, but you guys come out of a place of hard work.
Used to work.
Right. It's
And
children.
we also realized we didn't want to chop and hoe and pick cotton the rest of your life. There's got to be a better, easier way. And I had a first cousin that had left Washington. He was an FBI agent. He'd been there several years, and he said the rat race was awful. So he came back to Gordo, right 4 or 5 miles below us, out in the country. So he decided he'd go to the barber school. I said, oh my God, I can't imagine hearing truck drivers and fishing and hunting and all that kind of crap the rest of my life.
Right.
I said, I can't go there. But their neighbor he worked in a beauty shop. So his mother was always trying to get my mother to make one of her kids go to beauty school. She said, it's a great living. Yeah, if you can stand up 20 hours a day. You know. So I said, well, I might try that.
Yeah.
And there was some girls from Gordo that was going to do that. So I said, I know them. So I was so bashful, you wouldn't believe it. More than bashful. What would be worse than bashful? Anyway, to go from that end of the building down to this, I would go out down the hall and go in. I wouldn't dare walk through the class. beyond me. I couldn't comprehend such a thing.
Ah.
I never liked standing up in front of the class to do a book report. I'd take a 0.
Yeah.
But I finally did, and she gave me a B.
Well, that's awesome. No, I'm kind of the same way.
But, I just don't like, didn't then for sure. But that was
You're fine. You can be in it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're great, man.
I'm so sorry.
no problem. Anyway, we I guess we all grew because all of us turned out fairly
Yeah,
decent
I
lives.
think so. I think every last one of you. I mean,
Most of the guys, 5 of them were truck drivers.
yeah.
Ralph, Ray, Billy, Glenn
Yeah.
has trucking business, and then
Right.
Chuck, Lynn, and I were
Independent.
independent.
That's right.
But
You're not part of the
I finished school when I was 17.
Okay.
Went to trade school a year.
What year would that have been?
60. I finished
1960.
in 60.
Okay. Wow. And so,
A while ago.
is that what they call it? Trade school? Is that what you said?
Well, it was then.
Right.
Now it's a community college school or whatever. And it used to be a 1 year, now it's a 2 year.
Yeah.
Same book,
Right.
same haircut.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
politics.
Right. And
Let them
it's-
get into it, screw up. You know, it's just,
Yeah. You've done outstanding for yourself. You got to be proud.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Blessed.
Absolutely.
Now to the important stuff. Stories on my mom.
What's that?
You got any good juicy stories on my mom?
Your mother? Well, listen, when she was about a junior or senior in high school, she was in a beauty walk. And I think they called out the top 10 or 5 back out. And they all had to parade again. And she said, if I'm going to win this, I better do my thing. So she strutted. She should have been in the top 3 for sure. You looking for mama?
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
But anyway, she strutted her stuff. And she looked really pretty.
And that was for some kind of contest?
Beauty walk in high
Okay.
school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Top
you
beauty.
don't have some better? I mean, like some dirt? No. Ah, man.
We were so far out in the country, we played in the dirt. Oh Lord, I don't know. She was with me when I got bit. It was
Black Widow.
over across the house from the house over in the garage. Daddy had a hat hanging up there on a nail in the garage, and when I put it on, something stung me right in here. So I snatched it off and didn't think much about it, you know, but then later I did because I was drawn over